Hey everybody, Joshua Stauffer here, back with another video. Today I'm going to take you on another department store tour. Right behind me is the Boscovs at the fabulous York Galleria Mall in York, Pennsylvania. Now, as many of you know, that store has been renovated. It used to be known for having lots of awesome neon signs and mirrored ceilings and all kinds of retro 80s aesthetics. I have not been here since the renovation though, so this will be my first time seeing what they did to the old place. I understand some of you are disappointed with the results, but let's go in there anyway and see what they did, see how it's doing now, and see if maybe they left any little traces of the original design behind. Let's go in there and check it out. Okay, so first of all, these little hidden mirrors at the very corner of the upper level mall entrance are still here. Isn't that amazing? If there's one mall that deserves to have this many reflections with all the skylights, it's York Galleria. So that's still there. We got a little bit of gold down along the bottom baseboard there. And these wall tiles are all original still. They updated the logo on the interior sign, but the exterior is still the same. We'll take a look at that later. It's really annoying though how they sort of got this big white wall covering up most of the mall entrance, so they just have these little doors along the left and right sides there. At least they're automatic though. I think this is because Boscov's owns the land, and they're not sure if this mall's gonna last much longer, so they want to have kind of a wall ready in case they have to tear down the mall and just take the Boscovs. Okay, see, enter the store at the upper level and turn to the left. The housewares are still here. And okay, I see what they did. Right between the two doors, they have a little checkout area. Like a little queue line, sort of like what they have at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. So that's interesting, having a checkout right at the mall entrance. Kinda cool. Alright, so we have a little bit of a design here, sort of like almost a little wood pattern on the wall there. It's not colorful, but still kinda cool. I believe there used to be... Yeah, I think it was a white neon sign. They got these just plain red signs here now. And we have some fake wood grain floors in here now to replace some of the carpets. Not too bad, I must say. And of course, on all the main pathways, we got these super shiny white floors here. This was the auditorium. There used to be a neon sign up there. Now it's the bargain outlets. That round window's still there, though. Hey, I see some teal green. Oh, this is fabulous. They left this section the same. Wowza. Got those little mirrored lights and all the green paint everywhere still here. Ooh, look at those cool lights. Got the little gold lamp and the little greenish glass shining down underneath. Little shiny stripe along the wall. If you want to shop at the 80s Boscovs, stick to the bargain outlet, I say. Because this is still unchanged. It's beautifully retro in here. Holy smokes, I didn't think I'd ever see these guys again. The Koala Brothers. That show premiered on Playhouse Disney in 2004, and 2004 was the same year that I first discovered how awesome York Galleria is, back when I was 6 or 7 years old. brand new Koala Brothers merch. This is an extreme rarity. Wow. Fantastic. Nice. Oh, there's the videos. Back when VHS was still around, I guess. New sleep department. Oh boy, look at that. Well, the word is not lit, but the glasses are still on. The neon optical sign is still there. Hey! So they left a little bit here, folks. Enjoy it while it lasts. The curtains and drapes section back here is where the furniture and electronics used to be. They kind of flipped those two departments. Nice and well lit. And here's the mall over there. You can see the little roof on the elevator tower too. I like these displays here for the bath shop. I think they're new. That's very nice. Little mannequin holding a duck, that's a nice touch. Now up there where the ceiling tiles kind of change, that's where the mirrors used to be. Like from here up, those are all new drop ceilings, and from there down is the original ceiling. So the mirrored ceilings are gone, but yeah, no, I think it kind of makes the store feel a little bit brighter. I mean, it's not as much of a novelty as it used to be. But as far as having a nice, well-lit store where you can easily see what you're looking for, which is kind of nice. But look what they did save! The iconic chandelier over the escalators is still there. Let's take a look-see. Here's the escalator. Okay, at least they saved that. That is fantastic. Quick glance at the lower level here. At least they made an effort to put a little bit of color on the carpets and the walls. Like, it's not totally bland and gray, so that's good. Okay, now in the vestibule, that's what the floors used to look like. And that's how they are now. Kind of hard to tell with the reflection though. But these fabulous vestibules with the mirrors and the chandeliers and the green paint are still here. Woohoo! Beautiful. 1989, baby. It's interesting how the shoe department is starting to look a little bit more like a Payless shoe source than a fancy department store shoe department. This is how Marshall's shoe department used to look like. Of course, Marshall's is a lot less fancy than this, but similar idea. Trying to make it a little bit more convenient so you don't have to wait for a clerk to get out your shoe for you. You can just pick out the box and try them on. Nice little texture pattern up there on the wall above men's shoes. So yeah, definitely not as fancy as Boscov's used to be, but still a lot nicer than Macy's renovations. Now, remember when I did the video of the Park City Boscovs and I pointed out those little ceiling tile borders that like reflects like mirrors? This is definitely where the mirrored series used to be on the mirrored ceilings used to be on the lower level, so that definitely means that the cosmetic section at the Park City Boscovs had mirrored ceilings as well, because they have this same situation. So they left the silver frames, but just put new tiles in. Okay. And of course the mirrors and neon over at the elevator are gone. It looks like they have the same kind of elevator though. They didn't modernize the buttons, replace them. If you look down here, you can still see the green paint that the door frame had. It's not busy. Still got the bell. Ooh. Hey. Okay, that was weird. I heard the hydraulics and then the bell rang again. Alright, so we got this wood grain floor here. Nice new wallpaper with a little bit of a texture to it, see if I can focus. Oh yeah. Nice touch. Definitely a lot nicer than it was before. It was kind of ugly and dirty in here back when I was a kid. But there's a major improvement with the elevator. Alright, let's go on up to 2. Classic style indicator. There's some more green things. 2. Oh, well, it needs to close, I wonder. That one still has an arrow on it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Jackpot! Not only is the neon elevator sign still here, it's still got the purple line up top! Kudos to Boscov for maintaining that. So all is not lost, people. There's still a little bit of the original 80s charm left. And of course, when I was a kid, I was very happy about the fact that the elevator at the 2nd floor lands right at the toy department. I'll come back in about an hour and see if I can get some nice shots of the vestibule at night, because it's the middle of winter, so it'll be getting dark soon. Wow, they actually moved the entire juniors department upstairs. That's really different for Boscov's. The juniors is usually downstairs right by the mall entrance. That's how it used to be here. Nice pants display though. Lovely pink and blue carpets for the children's department. And some green over there in the infant toddlers area. The infant toddler section actually has hard floors now instead of carpets. Kind of an unusual choice for this department though. I would think it would be something more like yellow. They got a little nursing mother's room there by the elevator. And of course, the toys. Lovely, fully stocked candy counter. It's brand new, but it still has a little bit of a classic design with the round edges. I remember that. Unbelievable. Of all the things to stay the same, I did not expect them to leave the restroom untouched. These old tiles, I believe, are all original. I think they replaced these little cubicle divider things though, because last time I was here it was a little bit of a weird setup. I think the door came this way, and yeah, you used to have to lock the door right there in the wall. It was very unusual. But they replaced that. Looks very nice. And the original Johns are still here. There we go. Yeah, I remember when Boscov's at Park City had toilets like that. And speaking of koalas, vintage baby changing station there. I'm impressed. They cleaned this place up, but still left a few little hidden gems here and there. One thing I do miss, though, is how they used to have the china, glass, and giftware right at the upper level mall entrance, with those big mirror displays reflecting all of the mall's skylights. They took that all out, and they moved the candles and lamps to there, and also some pet stuff as well. Let's try this elevator one more time, see what the hydraulics sound like going down. When I was a kid, right after the door opened, it used to go boom, boom, like kind of like an electronic beep, alongside the traditional bell. And the door was always that rickety, yes. These pictures remind me of the old bonsai at Park City. And that's it. That was the Boscov's department store at York Galleria in York, Pennsylvania. And as you can see behind me, the mall is still rocking its 90s interior design. So yeah, this renovation was not as bad as I thought it would be. Still some neon signs left, not near as many mirrors. They definitely put in a lot of new updated fixtures, but I think most of the changes of the store were positive. I'm very happy to see that it's still a very successful, well-maintained Boscov store. And it's pretty obvious now that this Boscov's will outlive the mall if the mall would happen to close. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, or maybe you didn't, in case you didn't know that the store had been renovated. But for those of you who did know, I hope you guys can see that despite all the changes that happened, it's still a very nice store, and I like it. And stay tuned for the last couple of minutes, because we'll get some night shots of the vestibule. So, in case I don't say anything else, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Shall I include the glass elevator in this Boscov's video? Yes, I shall. vertical tunnel.